Just today it was reported that harnessing the ability of AI, artificial intelligence, researchers at MIT University were able to identify and understand and create a drug to be able to fight a deadly superbug, antibiotic resistant infection that has been lethal for many years, that has been causing all types of very harmful pneumonia and meningitis. They were able to use a model studying 7,000 possible drug compounds and identify exactly how the drug compound could inhibit the spread of these infections. So with all the reporting of the amazing ability of artificial intelligence, not only to master information, but it seems to have bina, the ability to extrapolate new information and new ideas based on previously mastered information. What is the advantage of human intelligence over artificial intelligence? And as thinking Jews, we have to ask ourselves, why has HaKadosh Baruch Hu given our generation artificial intelligence? What is its message to us? The Gemara tells us, Kol Talmid Chacham sheyesh bo das ki'ilu nivne beis hamikdash b'yamav. Any Torah scholar that has das, it's as if the temple, it's as if the Beis HaMikdash has been built in his times. What is the meaning of this? Doesn't everyone have das? Doesn't everyone know information? Clearly the Gemara is saying that there is a level of das that transcends just facts. And that is, let's ask ourselves, we all believe there is a HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We all believe God watches us. He knows what we're thinking. He knows what we're doing. So how come we sin? We believe there's reward and punishment. So why do we nevertheless sin? And the answer is, what we know doesn't seem to impact our behavior. And that is because, as Rabbi Salanter explains, the greatest distance in this universe is the space between the head and the heart. There's a big gap. There's a big separation between what we know and what we feel. I remember many years ago as a bacher, I asked Harav Avigdor Miller Zechat Tzaddik Livracha, why is it that in the Chumash it always refers to our minds as our heart? It never talks about the moyach, the brain. It always talks about the leiv, the heart. Do we know knowledge in our heart, or do we know it in our head? And Rav Miller looked me in the eye and Rav Miller said, because in the viewpoint of the Torah, it's not important necessarily what you believe and what you think. What's important is, do you feel the beliefs that you have? We all know Hashem, we all believe in Hashem, but do we feel Hashem's existence? We all know Hashem is watching us, but do we feel that Hashem is watching us? We all know there's reward and punishment, but do we feel schar va'onesh? We all know there will be a future redemption, but do we feel it? This, says Rav Miller, is the difference between our generation and the earlier generations. The earlier generations didn't just have the knowledge, they felt the knowledge. They didn't just believe in Mashiach, they felt it as a reality. And in our generation, it is our avodah. What is incumbent upon us is to heighten and deepen what we know in our mind, that we should feel it in our hearts. V'yadata hayoim, it's not enough to know today, but v'hashevoisa el vavecha, we have to put it in our hearts. Never has there been a generation in history that has had such a gap between what we know and what we feel. And therefore Hashem is sending our generation a very pointed message. Artificial intelligence. That is what we have become. That is what we have been reduced to. Almost robotic knowledge of the ideals of the Torah without feeling it. You know, when the temple stood, people didn't just know there was a God, they felt there was a God. So a Torah sage that deepens his belief in HaKadosh Baruch Hu and in the Torah to the level where it becomes deya, it becomes knowledge that we feel, ki'ilu nivne beis hamikdash b'yamav. It is as if the temple has been built in his time. And therefore Hashem so much wants that temple to be built. Hashem sends us artificial intelligence to remind us that that is what our intelligence has been reduced to, and that we need to elevate our intelligence to intelligence where we don't just v'yadata hayom, but it's also v'hashevoisa el vavecha. And when we're able to do that, we will merit nivne beis hamikdash b'yamav, for the temple to be built in our times. Wishing everyone a wonderful day.